Welcome to our book review. Blair Boys book review. Today we're talking about The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn. And, yeah.
So first,
Yeah.
Tyler's going to talk about the title of the book. Oh, you already did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so the author is Mark Twain, and Mark Twain, he wrote Tom Sawyer before this book. So this is kind of like a sequel to that book in a way. And yeah, he's just a legendary writer from a while ago, and he's set a lot of almost expectations for writing nowadays.
It was done by the Mississippi River in Missouri, and it was during the time of slavery, and that's a big part of the story.
And then the narrator of the story is the main character, Huck Finn, and it's really Huckleberry Finn, and it's really interesting because you're seeing the whole book from the perspective of this super young kid, so it makes it really interesting to, I don't know, see it from his perspective, because like everything is way different, because he's thinking about how instead of like real problems, he's thinking about how he thinks about it in different ways. So, like, he thinks about how Tom Sawyer would think of the situation that he's in, and like he thinks of it, I don't know, it's funny, there's a part where they're talking about how when they're making like their gang at the start of the book, they're talking about how they're going to kill people, and they're just like talking about it like it's something that they have to do. So it's really funny, and they talk about it like because they have this mindset of like being heroes and, you know, bandits and stuff. So
yeah. Some other notable characters in the book are his friend Jim that he meets. He's a slave, or he was a slave. There's also Tom. Tom's in the book, and they do a bunch of stuff together. And then there's the Duke and the King, which are like, I don't know, but
little weirdos.
Yeah, little weirdos.
So in the story, Huck Finn, it's on a really, really summary version of the story is Huck has to pretty much hide his identity. They do this a lot. He gets in a dress and does some different stuff with a slave, Jim, who ran away because he figured out that he was going to be getting traded away from his family the next day, I think. So he ran away so he didn't get traded. And then there he meets Huckleberry Finn. Well, they already knew each other, but they meet up and they're like, whoa. And so they're kind of the main characters in the story, and then they just go on a ton of adventures, and they meet Tom Sawyer, and
do they? I thought.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's after he gets like, and then they like, yeah, whatever. You can keep.
Yeah. And later on, yeah. Overall, I really liked the book. It was really entertaining just to see the fun adventures of it, and also to see the dynamic of times from now and then. See how far back it was, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It was cool to see the dynamic.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the book was interesting. I liked the other book better though that we read. I liked
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, To Kill a Mockingbird better. But it is a really good book, and it's well written.
I personally enjoyed this book more. Let's say I liked it better, but I did enjoy this book more.
Yeah, I enjoyed the other book more, but I do think both of them could be like even. It's just your opinion on the book, you know. Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
Jinx.